I didn't expect to be making a COD video today, if I'm being completely honest. But what's going on, guys? It's your boy Coreboy, and today is my birthday, and today is the day that the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 beta starts. And well, you all know me. I'm not typically a COD YouTuber. I mostly cover Halo, but the beta did drop today, and I figured, fuck it, let's do a video on it. We're also gonna be streaming it tonight as well, so you should come stop by and say hi and tell me a happy birthday or some shit if you want to do that. But on top of that, I do have a couple things to say about this game while we're playing, because I've actually been playing for the last couple of hours, and there's some, personally, some good things about this game. There's also things I have some issues with. It's kind of minute things, but we'll get into that later. I do want to start with something, and I've kind of had this plan since I knew I was going to be playing this beta. I want to talk about one thing in particular. It's one thing that really does stick to my brain whenever I'm thinking about this whole beta and just COD in general. If I'm going to be honest, the H2M kind of hurt is still there. It's doesn't feel great about everything that happened there, but I do want to remind people of this. Do not go and get mad at the devs for all of that. I think if most people would use their brains, they would realize that's the publisher's, decision to do things like that. I would really highly doubt that if the devs had anything to say, they probably would have never took it down. Just because most devs don't do that. If it's a game they're not supporting anymore, they typically don't care that much. Anymore that has to do with publishing rights, and publishers are like, nope, that can kind of hurt our game and we don't like it. But besides that, this game feels really fucking good, and I'm personally kind of impressed by it. From the last couple of hours that I have been playing this beta, I've actually had a lot of fun. Now, I will say this, just like COD in general, it's pretty fucking sweaty. You will see it definitely like a mix of players, of people who are good, people who are bad. But other than that, though, like, the gunplay feels really good. The map design is phenomenal. I actually really do like the map design a lot. It feels very classic, like, influence, and a huge fan of that. If y'all don't know, I played COD for years, and I am a huge sucker for classic COD-like maps, and all these feel like that. And personally, I'm a huge fan of that. That is something that has stuck out with me through this beta. Like I said, on top of that, the gunplay just feels really fucking solid. None of the weapons feel like overtly overpowered or super underpowered. They all feel very viable in their own unique ways. Personally, my favorites so far have been the bolt-action sniper, which I don't have unlocked yet. The Jackal PDW, which is kind of like a AK-74U, and I've been really fucking with it. And the SWAT 5.56. Been loving those weapons. But overall, everything that I've used has felt super good, super responsive too, which is very nice. Now, there is one issue with this game that I've had that is kind of fucking me over here, and if anybody knows how to fix it, cool. Because, like I said, I don't play COD. I don't know settings like everybody. But, the whole slide and tack sprint mechanic, I was trying to figure out some bindings earlier, and... oh! Got that one? That was insane. What the fuck did I do there? But as I was trying to figure out my settings, I ended up having some, like, weird issues that I kept running into. So if I have it set onto the single tap tack sprint, where it's like when you're in the sprinting, if you single tap a button, it'll start tack sprinting. I thought it would be like single tap on the sprint button. Single tap sprint button, which I was like, okay, that seems pretty useful. I will use that. But then it, like, fucked up my whole, like, sliding and crouching mechanic. For some reason, my character would get, like... I would sprint, and then I'd go to press my button to crouch, which is... I use my back mouse button. That's what I use for every game, just because I think it's the most useful for me. I don't have to, like, move my fingers or anything. I can just press back, and then that's really it. For me, I just found it to be useful. It's what I like. It's what I use on every game that I play. That is, like, Halo, anything of that nature. Something that has, like, a slider or crouch mechanic for shooters. What in the fuck are you all doing, buddy? Okay. That was just awkward as hell. But, I don't know why, but it kept fucking with my slide mechanic and stuff like that, so I switched to the double tap, and that shit is barely responsive. Mind you, I'm playing on a K65 Corsair keyboard, which is brand new. I literally just bought this thing, like, maybe a month or two ago. And yeah, I don't know why, but it does not like the double tap feature. It's not a fan of it. Sometimes it will tag sprint, sometimes it won't, or it'll do that whole thing where it like bugs out. So that's like really my only complaint. If y'all know any fixes for that, please let me know down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Or just come over to the stream tonight and be like, hey, dumbass, fix this. You got to do this for this to work. And I'll be glad to fix it. I'd be very happy if I got to fix it. But overall, besides that one issue that I've had, I've been enjoying the fuck out of this game. Like I said, the gameplay feels really good. The game just looks good. I'm even playing on the lowest settings right now just for FPS values. There's nothing else to it other than that. I don't care about how Call of Duty looks. I just care about, can I play it well? And that's all that matters. Oh, God. Nope. I did. It acted like I ran across the rail when all I wanted to do was drop down. Nope. Oh, God. There's a lot of you little... I forget how the stim shot now, too. But overall, like, the gunplay feels really good. The game feels fast, too, which has been one of my biggest issues with COD in recent years, is it just feels sluggish sometimes. And this game actually feels, like, very arcadey, very fast, very responsive, very, like, hey, you're getting into gunfights everywhere you go, and personally, I love that. Of course, there are some people who just like to sit in corners, but that's to be expected, really, with any FPS title. But this game, it just feels like people are actually wanting to fight more often, which I really like. I haven't had like the issue of people just wanting to like sit away from me and hide. So that's really nice to see, at least in my personal opinion. I absolutely love that kind of shit, with people actually wanting to like engage. And I think it's a lot to do with just how good the game feels. It just feels responsive as hell. And that'll definitely add into people actually wanting to fight more. So I don't know why my button keeps getting stuck there. Bye, you're dead. Popping that. Fuck, man. But also, this game is just, it's fun. I will say this, for Call of Duty in general, this game is not hard. COD is not a hard game to pick up and fucking play. In fact, I've said it in multiple videos of mine, I think COD is just the baseline shooter for any FPS title out there. If you can play Call of Duty, that's not saying a lot, buddy. It's just personally not. But this game is fun. I will give it that, and I will give that much. Now, I will say, people are probably going to ask, okay, well, are you going to be playing it the whole year since I'm mainly a Halo player? I could definitely see myself actually playing this game out and having a lot of fun with it. Is it going to be my main game? No, it's not. There's just no way it's going to be. I don't want it to be. So, I don't see that. But, for all of you PC and Xbox players, I'm sure most of you know this, but the game is on Game Pass. So, if you got that, it's free. That just doesn't matter. Like, it's free, so fuck it. Why would I not play it? Am I going to spend a fuckload of money on it? No. Am I going to have fun with it? Hopefully. The main thing I have been excited for to check out, of course, is the zombies, because I like zombies a lot, and it's just really fun to me. But, with the multiplayer being this good, I can actually see myself playing multiplayer this year, and I'm actually really happy to say that, because I haven't had a COD multiplayer that I've enjoyed in a minute, and this one actually sets a different tone for that. I'm actually enjoying myself overall. So, there's really nothing negative that I can say about this game, because there's just not a lot to say that's negative. I will say the whole Omni movement thing, which I know something is like people were really, really looking forward to, isn't nearly as used as I thought it would be. It's pretty fucking subtle, if I'm being real with y'all. It's a very subtle thing. I was really expecting it to be a lot more useful, but there's a lot of times where people aren't using it. At least personally, at least from what I've noticed. Maybe like higher level and like higher tier players are, of course. Hey, that's awesome. I like the fact that it does seem very fluid, though. At least on mouse and keyboard. I don't know about controller. My roommate actually picked up the beta today, and they were saying that it didn't feel that great on controller. On mouse and keyboard, though, it's been feeling pretty good. But I think it's also because just with M&K, you kind of have your movement is a little bit more slick than it is on controller. You can really decide where you're going to be looking at when it comes to playing on keyboard and mouse compared to a traditional controller. So, I feel like that's definitely something that switches it up quite a bit, is that whole aspect with M&K versus controller. And I'm not even mad about that. I like the fact that it actually does give some viable overplay that's not just very dedicated on, like, is this person good with aim assist or not? It definitely adds some different tactics that you can pull out in this game, and I really do like that. And it doesn't seem like overly, like, dependent on movement either, which has been another issue I've had with COD in recent years, is just over dependency on movement at all times. I just don't like that. Damn, they were spawning back there still. That's crazy. They were like, yeah, let's just spawn them in at the front of the map where everybody else is, or back of the map where everyone else was. So interesting nonetheless. But overall, I just don't have anything bad that I can say about this game. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fucking fun with it. And truth be honest, I hope everybody else is having fun too. I think the Treyarch fans are going to be very happy with this game. As a Treyarch fan, I think I'm already happy with it. But this game is just so fucking fun, and I cannot seem to be getting enough of it. So, do I see myself stopping playing? No. Do I see it becoming my main game? No. But I do want to actually make some more content on BO6, and when the game comes out in its full release, I'm actually very excited to sit down and actually get some content running out about it. More than likely, I will be trying to do the camo grind, because I do, like, okay, listen, I'll just be honest with y'all. I know it's like the thing with multiplayer. I was like, oh, it's just a camo grind. Listen, it's one of the most fun things to do. Okay, it is a satisfying grind, and I've kind of missed it as a Halo player. I've kind of missed doing that grind. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, might as well do it. It'll be fun and kind of annoying, but it's like such a good feeling. I got the wall band there. Do probably thinks I'm fucking hacking because I just tracked him through that wall. Sorry about that. But there's really not much else to say about this game other than it's just really, really fucking solid. So I do want to know, what are your all's opinions on Black Ops 6 down below? Are you all going to be playing it throughout the weekend and through the week that it goes through? Also, like I said, we will be streaming tonight, and I'm going to be streaming a lot more often because I actually ended up getting a week and a half off of work or so, just because we're switching positions and everything for my job currently. So I'm going to be chilling out quite a bit and having some fun. So come watch the streams, come hang out with us, and yeah. Later, dudes.